Hi there, namaste, and welcome back to another spiritualistic pick a card reading. Today we are taking a look at what message you need to hear the most right now. So I will be channeling your angels, spirits, guides, and just collective energy of spirit in general in order to channel you a message about what you need to hear the most right now. So please use your intuition to select which group or groups calls out to you the most. Select from group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. As always, the timestamps for your reading will be listed down below in the description box, as well as all of my projects and any other information you might be looking for. So, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you at your reading. Namaste. Hi there, group 1. If you selected the first group, Pan, with fertility, then this is your reading. Now, there is some strong Capricornian and positive attributes of Saturn coming out through this card. This is an indication that you are such a hard worker, but what you need to hear the most right now is that there is abundance coming your way, and there is already abundance within and around you at all times. Now, this wanted to come forward. There's a reason why you need to know that you're abundant and that there is abundance coming your way. Whatever it is that you're working on is very, very profitable, or will be, either energetically, fiscally, or physically for you. There is an energy of breath work coming through as well, since Pan is playing the pan flute, haha. And Pan is also known to be, what are they called? A half man, half goat, like Capricorn. He is involved in the myth behind the Capricorn constellation, although he is not directly the sea goat of Capricorn. Now, this indication here is saying that your ancestors have been guiding you through a difficult time. Also, there's an indication of wanting to feel things out a little bit more. Maybe waiting for something to come through that will make you feel better. And what you need to hear right now is that you have already tilled the land perfectly, so to speak. You have created an abundant soil. You have planted your seeds. You have done all that you can, watered, tended to, and nurtured your beautiful projects, whatever this is you're putting your energy into, and they will grow. It will be abundant. Now, the reason this message is coming through for you is because you may be a little bit overly diligent about the energy you're putting into something, but just like a watched pot never boils, you have more space in your life than you realize. And your spirit guides would like to applaud you for your hard work, and they would like you to keep going. Everything that you are putting your energy into is going to be so abundant, but they want you to spend more time for yourself. If you like to create music, or you like, his mustache and eyebrows are really standing out to me for some reason. If you like to do little things to tend to your beauty, or create something, or spend some time on yourself, you are being called to pamper yourself and find fertility, this Venus energy within and around you already. And the more that you stand in this energy, the more you will see this permeate through your life in your projects. And maybe by the time you're done creating your song, playing your music, your little pan flute, trimming your eyebrows, whatever this is, spending some time in nature, by the time you're done, this pot will have boiled. But it won't be like when you're holding a plank for a minute and it takes forever. It will happen while you're not looking at it, and it will seem to pass faster. There's an energy of healing your energy around abundance. So this is letting me know that you've been working on perhaps Taurus and Libra energies. You might want to take a look at those in your chart, as well as Capricorn and Saturn, and Chiron as well. See how the transits are aspecting you right now, and see how you can use these energies to benefit you. If you are interested in healing these energies a bit more, you can check out my astrology book linked below. It has all sorts of tips and tricks for holistic healing modalities for each of the zodiac signs and planets. That was the entire reason I created the book, to create literally a guidebook for what I couldn't find when I was learning. You have the world or the universe, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Cups. Wow, look at that. So there is an energy of connectivity coming in your life. And they almost didn't want me to see the bottom of the deck because there is this heart opening that's happening for you, and there's going to be an abundant opportunity coming your way, and they almost want to keep it a bit of a surprise. But what you need to know the most right now is that you have been doing a great job at breaking cycles, and here's that Taurus and the North Node here coming out with Saturn right off the bat with number 21, which is 3, Gemini, and 10, which is Capricorn, 10, 10, and 1. Beautiful, 10101. You might be working on a website or doing something that has to do with binary code. With that being said, there's an opportunity for you to learn more, to dive a little bit deeper in something while you're waiting for this pot to boil, so to speak. And you're being called to act on this. You might have a little bit of time to create, to meditate, to take some time going within and feeling things out. Or you might even have an opportunity to make some new friends, go out, maybe date a little bit, or spend some time with some loved ones, your family. You are being called to step into this energy while this pot boils. And in fact, not only will it help the time pass, but you will, I'm hearing paint with all the colors of the wind from Pocahontas. I love that song. My favorite line, and I think it's relevant, is you can own the earth and still all you own is earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind. And they're saying here, there is physical abundance, but if that is your primary focus, it will have you waiting in an energy of lack instead of utilizing and seeing and creating more abundance within and underneath that. It's like an abundant sandwich. And what you're working on is the little pieces of bread, but you are creating layers in between that are all abundant and beautiful and amazing. Maybe you're hungry right now. I don't know. There is a lot of energy coming through about a job well done, particularly when it comes to cleansing your energy, learning your lessons, and rising from the ashes. Okay, here we go. You've been working very, very hard on something. I'm surprised the Strength card hasn't come out with Fortitude. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Wow, talk about synchronicities. There's an energy where you think you are halfway there, in an energy where you have already succeeded. And in an energy you think you have succeeded, you are a little more than halfway there. And you are being called to see what gives back to you the energy that you put out. And you're being called to pull back your energy from that which doesn't give to you. So it's important that you know right now that you're being called to, I'm hearing literally take a chill pill and enjoy your life and not to take things so seriously right now. Oh. Brandy, space. Sorry, my doggy is making friends with a spider that's in my house right now. I just want the spider to live. Okay, I'm gonna pull some more cards for you. And let's see, what else do you need to know right now? I'm gonna pull from the Ascended Masters Oracle Group number 1. You are starting to see things from a new perspective. This I can see. You're seeing things from a higher perspective, and you want to create something with all that you've learned. And this is opening up your heart to new areas of life, in creativity, in abundance, in love, in connection. You're starting to see everything a little bit different. And I'm also seeing Liddy, like literally the word Liddy at the end of this word. So you're starting to have a little bit more fun, lightheartedness, fire energy, and water. This is Pitta in Ayurveda. So you might be Pitta ruled, or you could be using your Pitta energy right now. This is fire and water. You have balanced career and home life, flow of prosperity, and meditate. Yes. Okay, what you need to know the most right now is that it's okay. They want to say that in order for balance to exist in the first place, so does lack of balance. Otherwise, yin doesn't exist without yang, and yang doesn't exist without yin. You're being called to balance your career and home life, and wherever you are adding too much energy, don't feel like you need to keep pressing. Go have fun. Allow yourself to let loose, to go out, to enjoy life a little bit more. You don't always need to have control of everything, and your prosperity is here. Now, with Lakshmi and this elephant, little shout out to Ganesh, you have nothing to worry about. If you ever for a second have been worried about the roof over your head, feeding yourself, having friends, or creating some sort of prosperity, abundance for yourself, whatever this is, there is more on the way. If there's a little bit of splurging that you want to do for yourself, ask Lakshmi for help, ask Ganesh, ask your angels and spirits and guides. They are here for you, and they will help you to create that little blanket that you need in order to take those extra steps that you want to grow in abundance. But in the meanwhile, trust that the lines that you have already cast will bring something into you. With meditate here and Buddha, this is such a card of energy work, and knowing that in order to speak to your guides, you have to go within yourself. You're going to have to recognize where it is that you want to experience more lightheartedness, more fun, more blessings. And only when you know exactly which areas of your life you want to apply your blessings to, will you receive your blessings. Now, I'm seeing D in the middle here, which is like the word says in French. And I'm seeing like mais dit, which can mean like I told myself, in a sense. You need to tell yourself that you are abundant. You need to tell yourself that you are prosperous, and you need to tell yourself that you have time in your life to take on that extra project, or to go out and meet friends, or to go do that thing that you really want to do. There's an indication here of holding yourself back from things that you know would make you happy because of some sort of expectation, or some sort of expectation or narrative that you have on yourself. And you're being called to drop this. Drop that energy, so to speak, and go towards this situation or opportunity, because you deserve to enjoy your life. And I'm hearing the message as well that things aren't what they seem, and you might enjoy yourself more than you think, and things aren't going to end up the way that you might be predicting. They will be going better and flow with you more. But it's almost, there's this energy of holding yourself back because you want to maintain balance, because you want to be so devoted, because you have learned things the hard way. But after things are difficult, things become easy. Without sadness, you can't understand happiness. Without happiness, you wouldn't be able to identify sadness. And there's this energy of keeping yourself in a corner, so that, I'm hearing nobody puts baby in a corner. Oh my gosh. Like being put in a corner so that you can then have that moment where you do the leap. Get like flown around by the universe and go have your fun. Now I'm hearing Shadi got low. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you have see the other person's point of view at the bottom of the deck with Avalokitesvara. And Avalokitesvara is the bodhisattva of compassion. This is saying that you might be seeing something in a loving way, but you might not trust this. The reason you're not trusting this is because of past pain, past lessons, or something that's within yourself. But if you see things from the other person's point of view, you might notice that lotuses, as the bodhisattva of compassion says, Om Mani Padme the lotus grows through the mud, and it is through faith, and only faith, that you can fully bloom entirely. There is an energy of you being like 85% sure of something, but there's this little bit that's holding you back. Whatever this is, there is divine love and soul connection in this situation, but you're being called to have faith that you wouldn't be given anything that wasn't in your highest interest. And I'm hearing the phrase, you've learned your lessons, now it's time for your blessings. So, keep that in mind and try to see the other person's point of view from this perspective. For example, if you're creating a project, what would you want to see from your project if you were the consumer of it? Or if you were hiring somebody and you are up for a job, what would you hire in somebody? Or if this has to do with a person, how would you feel if you were them? And also, with what they've been through, how do you think they would continue to treat you if you were them? What would you do? If you were not you, not where is your fear, but where is your love? Seeing things from the happiest and most optimistic perspective possible so that you can start welcoming in this prosperity. And there might be something with this Knight of Cups. There's an energy where you think that you are not as spiritually and creatively skilled or evolved as you are. And there's an energy where you are thinking that something is less loving or less trustworthy than it actually is. There might be some sort of misunderstanding between you and your output of energy and the energy that is received, and vice versa. And that is where you're being called to meditate. You can always find your clarity by going within, and you can always send healing energy, clarity, and energy work to the unit of your career, to the unit of your creative project, or the unit of this job that you're applying for, or to the unit of the connection between you and a particular person. And that will help you to find prosperity. That, and you might be seeing the number 18 or 108. That is the number of Lakshmi, and she does rule prosperity as well as beauty. There's an indication of a lot of Venusian energy coming out here. You might be resonating with the Hather collective, as well as the planet Venus, and you might want to take a look at where your Venus is in your chart. You're being called to know that you have what you need in fire energy. You need to open your heart a little bit more to your water energy, and your grounded energy is what you are working on but over focused on. And the thing that's kind of missing here is air, which is coming through for meditation. Now, it's really important that you know right now that by communicating and breathing, even writing down your thoughts, your stream of consciousness, whatever it is, it will help you to process this energy, but there's a need for more air in your life. Let's see. So, angel spirits and guides, what does group number 1 need to know the most right now? I just keep hearing prosperity is coming, victory is coming, abundance is coming. You don't have to worry. They actually want you to, there's an area of life where you've been putting a lot of energy towards it, and they want you to stand back. And there's an energy of another area of your life where you haven't been putting energy into, and you're being called to put more energy into it so that you can find balance again. I think that you know that you're out of balance, but you're doing this to try to get a leg up. But the most easily you can flow in all areas of life is to find balance in this area. Here we go. So you have the 8 of Cups, releasing, letting something go. Maybe you might need a good cry or a good talk with Source, God, just something that opens up your crown chakra, knowing that everything happens for a reason. Transformative, release. Knight of Wands again came out. So there's this instance of some sort of spiritual awakening or spiritual gifts that you're opening up to that you might be a little bit hesitant about. There's an energy of needing to have faith and needing to trust a little bit more in what this is that you're experiencing. So by speaking about it, talking to somebody that you trust about it, or just writing it down, it will help you to understand what's going on more. You might be interested in keeping a dream journal too. This will help you just to start seeing the patterns. You might seem very left-brained, very rational, very logical. This is great, but you're also very creative. And as you're trying to ground this energy, it's so important that you keep everything in balance. That will help everything flow a little bit more. And the more that you till ground with seeds in it, the longer it's going to take for those seeds to grow. So you have, again, the 6 of Swords, actually. So this indicates that there is some communication that might be a bit of a blockage for you at this time, but it's important that you stay present. And if you feel an inkling to do something per se, you should do it. Whether this means reaching out to somebody or sending in a random job application or whatever this is, you're being called to just like do it. And I'm hearing the song Beat It by Michael Jackson in my head. So there's an energy that you've gone through a lot in the past, right? And that might make you a little bit timid. But this is like seeing something that has the potential to hurt you, so staying away from it, and seeing something that you're used to it hurting you, so you're going and trying to fix it and make it better. But at the end of the day, nothing that is in your energy is going to hurt you. There is an pain that you're releasing, and you need to let yourself release it. You have to let yourself cry, let yourself oh, look, we have Aura Cleanse, Soul Journey, Despair, Wake Up Potion, The Void. Yeah. So there's an awakening that is coming your way. You've definitely been kind of tiptoeing, like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, tiptoeing around. And I think that you know what's coming as well. If you're getting pains on the right side of your head, near your right ear, your right eye, your right like temporal lobe, for example, like, or even your jaw on the right side, like your throat, there's indication here that this is you needing to release an energy. So what will be replaced by what you release will be space for you to exist and enjoy yourself. You have the Knight of Pentacles under Meditate. If you're trying to increase your finances or get a job or find something that's more steady, you will find this by allowing yourself to surrender to this spiritual energy that's trying to come through. Allowing the darkness to surrender to the light that is within you. And that might feel scary if you're in a tunnel, but in order to see the light at the end of the tunnel, you might need to turn yourself into a light first to light the way. And this way you'll also help guide others by example. You have the Fool, faith and justice. Everything is going to work out. Number 11. So there's an indication of, we have Aquarius energy, we have Virgo, we have Scorpio coming out quite a bit, as well as Taurus and Aries, Capricorn. So here, you're going to want to lay off on the work, the exertion a little bit, and lean towards connection, towards pleasure, towards breath, and towards creativity, but through authenticity. Where do you go when you are zenned out? Where do you go when you have faith? What do you do when you are so in touch with source and light and the divine that you can't help but have your heart just beat 1,000,000 miles an hour because life is just so beautiful and abundant? You're being called to remember what this felt like because you know you've experienced it before. And you're being given an opportunity for this to repeat itself, this happy feeling, but in a different way that doesn't end badly. So, if you're staying up at night quite a bit, it might be beneficial for you at this time to write down what you are experiencing, to meditate, to take some baby steps in the direction, just slow, steady baby steps towards maybe another project that you've wanted to work on and haven't had time or space to. There's a reason for every single thing that happens. And I'm also seeing ver here. So you're going to see, you're going to start seeing yourself in a new way. See, we have uni, like learn, we have ver, like see, and then we have se, like reflexiveness. So you're learning how to see yourself in a new way. You're also going to relearn yourself in a deeper way, in a way that you've gotten to know yourself before, but it's a bit something that you're afraid to reapproach or go back to. And I don't really think that there's fear here because I felt a bit of friction when I said that. I think ultimately what it is allowing yourself to know it's going to be okay. Group number 1, I'm sending you an energy hug right now. I want you to know, your guides want you to know, your ancestors specifically want you to know you're going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. You are very, very loved in every single realm you have access to, even the ones that you don't see. There is nothing to fear, and surrendering is a beautiful thing. There is nothing about God that is not trustworthy. You can trust and get to know things as much as you can trust and get to know yourself. The deeper you understand yourself, the deeper you can understand other people and situations. The deeper you love yourself, the deeper you can love and understand other people and situations. So you're really being called to love yourself deeply, authentically, and in those little tiny bits and pieces and corners that you like to sweep under the rug, it's time to look at them all and give them a hug. You might be it might serve you a bit to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and visualize yourself as a child, your inner child, and give that child a hug. Bonus points if you find a time in your life when you really, really needed it, and go and give yourself a hug at that point in time. Find the times in your life where you needed a hug really badly, and hug yourself through spirit, through energy. You will feel it, and it will create a cellular, spectacular change in your life. Energy works faster than physicality. So, while you are waiting for your seeds to grow in the physical realm, you have so much so many worlds and adventures and happy feelings and spiritual and awakening and insight that you can gain while you are waiting for this. So you're being called to actually turn your attention towards the other areas of life. I'm seeing a color wheel in my mind. So if you feel called to certain colors, maybe see what is synchronistic with what's going on. Spend some time in nature with the different elements. See how they make you feel. Stand outside in the breeze and let earth fill your lungs. Let the wind fill your lungs for you. And exhale and release all that doesn't serve you, because there's no reason to hold on to it. You deserve everything and everything you've ever wanted, and you're going to get it. You are going to get it, but you're not going to get it without full, complete faith. You have the determination, you have the work ethic, you have the skill set, you have the ability. That has never been the question. The question is, can you let go of control? Can you surrender to faith? Do you trust yourself? Do you trust your higher self to take care of you when you can't see where you're going? There's one more thing they wanted to point out. What do you need to know right now? Flow. All right, they want you to go with the flow. They want you to feel the happy side of your emotions. There's a sense that maybe you pull back a little bit when you start to feel really happy, because you might not want to feel the roller coaster coming back down. So you might consciously or unconsciously keep yourself at half happiness, or pull back when you start to feel so happy. And it's true that the more of one thing you feel, the more of the other that you feel. But just like a slingshot, if you continue pulling yourself back into those negative energies, what's going to happen when you let go? Imagine how beautiful you're going to feel. And you're not going to be connected at all whatsoever to that energy that you let go of. You're being called to remember that you can't pick up something while your hands are full. Allow yourself to release what you're carrying, release what your burden is, and look around you and see the abundance that's there. You seem like someone, group one, your energy seems like you know where to find your gratitude. But allow that to be your baseline. Allow that to fill you up and overflow you. To flood out of you, to spill out. It doesn't need to be kept to yourself. Allow it to permeate outside, and this will start getting you in the pattern of recycling the energy that's within you that needs to come out. And it's okay to have a good cry that's helpful, that releases water energy, which is related to intuitive downloads and emotions that have been stuck in there for a while. Drink more water will help you to release more liquid water emotions and allow yourself to cry, sweat, get it out, exercise. Do what you need to do. Take care of yourself. You know how. This was never... You never didn't have the skill set. You never weren't... You know this too. It's just that the only piece that was missing was breathing and having faith. So tune into the air element as well as the space element and allow yourself to release emotions. Drink some extra water. Drink some herbal teas and tonics. It's healthy for your emotions to process more liquid. Let yourself cry and get it out. Let it be out and be done. Practice your breath work. I love you so much, group number 1. I hope this helps shed love, light, and clarity on your situation. And there is abundance coming. Like, I'm just seeing somebody getting like drowned in like gold coins. But the more you look, the harder you look, the harder it will be to find, because it's right in front of your face. You have to let yourself be in an energy to receive. And in order to do that, you have to create space by releasing. So, give yourself some love and be more gentle with yourself. Again, I love you, and I hope this helps shed love, light, and clarity on your situation. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. You got this, group 1. You're amazing and beautiful and perfect in every single way. Namaste. Hi there, group 2. Namaste, and thank you so much for being here today. You chose the second group with the Spiritual Law of Attraction and Melchizedek card. Now, the first thing that comes to mind is give the Alchemist a read or a reread if it is available to you. But this message from your spirit guides, the first thing that's coming up is you are doing something and it is working. And they're very proud of you and they want you to continue going down this path. Whether this is a project you've started, a relationship you're tending to, a personal practice you're implementing, such as a new diet or exercise routine, energy work, whatever this is, you have, I'm hearing, hit the nail on the head. And there's an energy of your spirit guides are proud of you and they are watching with excitement to see you grow and bloom and blossom. There's an energy of you are almost there. And I'm hearing so close no matter how far. So this might have been a long time coming, the result of whatever the work is that you're putting in, but the energy with which you are putting the work in is different. You seem to be showing up now through willingness, authenticity, and willpower instead of obligation. Also, whether this is something new, something old that you're reapproaching, or something that you have continued but are taking a different approach to, whatever change you have implemented, you're being called to continue along this path because it is very fruitful for you and will be beneficial for your health and your well-being in all areas of life. If you'd like to check out different areas of your life, one simple way to do this is to look at the 12 houses in astrology. While the zodiac sign represents characteristics and the planets are attributes, these 12 houses actually indicate different areas of life. So take a look at those. Whatever you're doing is helping you to find balance and align all 12 areas of your life. Another message that's coming through is to pay attention to your dreams right now. There's something that's changing within and around you, and you're being called to take note of what change is happening, whether this is an energetic change, a change in the way that you feel, or a change in the topic that you're dreaming about. This is very important. You have your eyes on the prize in some area of life, or just in all areas of life. There's an energy of stepping into newness, whether this is a new and improved version of yourself, or just wanting to do a little bit better by yourself. Like, do better by you, not by anybody else. And of course, wowsies. Okay. I'm going to take these and I'll look at these to see what's coming up, but you did get the Spiritual Law of Attraction card, which indicate that some things you've been working on for a while, some manifestations, are about to come through for you. You have been taking proper action, and in the areas where you've been taking action, you're being called to slow down and allow yourself to receive now. And in the areas where you have been relaxing and just receiving, you're being called to take action in those steps. So take a look at the things that you have been putting action towards and allow yourself to fall into the feminine energy there and see the things where you have been in receiving energy and implement yourself in the masculine energy there. This will help you to continue the cycle and keep things flowing. Now, message from your spirit guides, group number 2. You have the Hanged Man, Nine of Swords, and the Sun. Beautiful. So, first of all, this indicates a change going on in your life. But they're saying to fully understand this newness, this new outward expression that has permeated from the inside out. For you, they want me to take a look at all of these cards that they tossed out of the deck. So quickly, I'll take a look at this. Queen of Pentacles. When it comes to receiving physical stability, there has been some sort of back and forth energy, a lot of hard work, and some sweetness. There is an indication of having some sort of teacher or guru come into your life that has been guiding you through this. Whether this is a spirit guide, I'm hearing yes, or a mentor in the physical realm, perhaps both. Someone has been helping you to, I'm hearing, get your ducks in a row, to know when to receive and know when to act, and really understand the energy that you're working with so that you are able to respond appropriately and not with guesswork. Six of Swords indicates that you are experiencing your victory by speaking your truth about what your true intentions are. You have been called intuitively, perhaps by this teacher, guru, or spirit guide, to continue to keep your efforts in a humanitarian sense. Now, this indicates you might not be taking things a bit personally. You might be focused on, instead of your close-knit friend group, you might be focused more on the collective at large. But in doing this is actually creating health in your friend groups. You might have seen a change recently, and as you release people from your life that haven't earned their spot there, you are noticing that this actually benefits you in the other areas of life. As you release a weight from one area, it allows the scales to balance in the other 11 areas. Now, your mind is becoming a bit sharper, and with this, so is your speech. So is the way that you are communicating is turning more concise. You are speaking your mind, and you are a bit more fearless, perhaps a bit more social too. You are noticing a bit of experimentation as far as what you are learning, what you are communicating, and what you decide to put out there. There's indication of a mirroring energy going on within you and, well, everything around you, as is the realm we live in. But with this, there's an indication of perhaps extra communication or the weight being over for something you've been building for a while. With Queen of Cups, you are being called to, or have been stepping into the energy of not just receiving or acting as if, but actually feeling the abundance within and around you in all different areas of life. This is where this next version of you steps in. With Judgment, you have finally found balance in all areas of life after spending a little bit of time in one area, a little bit of time in the other area. And with Uranus popping out here, there is another indication that you are allowing yourself to be, to stand out. Now, I'm also kind of seeing this as the Golden Gate Bridge in a sense. So San Francisco or the Bay Area could be significant to you for any reason. And with 10-10-20, this does indicate, again, another mirroring energy, but you are recognizing how the things around you are a reflection of yourself. Therefore, as you start to see things around you that you like and do not like, you're starting to see the way this reflects about things about you that you like and do not like. And again, this is all up to your own individual subjectivity. So as you balance your energy and get closer to God, Source, Divine, your higher self, your spirit guides, however you resonate, you are starting to have more time to create, more ability to speak your truth, more force, and better breath, I'm hearing. Some struggles have been lifted from your life, and you're allowing yourself to just go with the flow a bit more. And this has allowed you to not only heal some past things that may have been coming up again, but actually to either ascend in your consciousness, go through another awakening, or just release some of these past things you were carrying that did not really serve you. I'm hearing light your soul on fire, light your heart on fire, and I'm also seeing this cross here as kind of like the healing cross. And this is kind of an allusion to a caduceus here. A lot of healing going on with the phoenix rising from the ashes. Tons of symbology here. You have reborn an energy from the past, but in a positive light. Nine of Cups, you are no longer relying on anything external to yourself to create any feelings in your life at all whatsoever. Now, this will benefit your manifestations and allow you to call in what you want because you already have that within you. You can work with energy a lot faster than you can work with the material realm. And of course, as we work with energy, that gives us the opportunity to practice in the material realm and vice versa. But you have released any differentiation between your conscious and subconscious mind, and you might be feeling a little bit more creative inspiration here with and this might be leading you to teach others, or I'm seeing almost a graduation from one teacher or guru to the next. Ace of Wands does indicate passion, spirituality, and ascension, moving to the next level, and more passion, more creativity, allowing yourself to go with the flow, but allow your heart to set on fire. This is a bit impulsive. This is a bit, I'm hearing the phrase, fuck 'em who needs 'em, which did not match the vibe. But this is the energy you're stepping into a bit more. With fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. This is following your inspiration, knowing that chaos only exists around you if it exists within you. Knowing that you are the center of attention, you are the main character of your own story, and you are allowed to experience fun, heal your inner child, romance yourself, date yourself, and at the same time, you're allowed to be free, study philosophy, study psychology, understand the way that you work, so you can understand the workings of others, but have fun while you do it. This is fire sign, spirituality, and growth. This brought a death and rebirth because with fire, burns things down, and you start to see things from a new perspective with Scorpio here coming out. Now, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, which does rule transformation, and I'm noticing this little lobster here, which is interesting. Scorpio is a scorpion, but this lobster is kind of reminding me that lobsters pick one partner for life. So you might be connecting with an energy, a spirit guide, or a person, or perhaps a particular scenario that you have a soul recognition with. In this sense, this is saying that you have cleared the slate to welcome in something new, something that you have planned to encounter before you stepped into this lifetime. With Three of Cups, there is a nearby energy of a celebration, communication. There is balance between home, being comfortable at home, and going out and celebrating. Now, you will be with soul family, more community, and you will have the opportunity to create something new that will make you feel emotionally fulfilled. But the emotional fulfillment is coming from within you, and as it overflows, you will find yourself naturally falling into situations where you are surrounded by support. And with the Hermit, you might have been called also to take some more time to yourself to continue to recenter, because as you continue to overflow and insert yourself in surroundings or fall into different surroundings, you will be supported, but at the same time, you will need to recenter your energy. And this is the flow. This is yin and yang. This is the darkness within the light and the light within the darkness, but also seeing it from a higher perspective that is healed and knows when you need space for yourself, knowing what to communicate to yourself, and really being on top of your own energy and the mental narrative. Now, your guides wanted to kind of run through that before we got to the cards. And the reason is because now you have this new perspective, and you are this new perspective and way of doing things. And this is allowing you to drop your guard, but really understand the external pain that is around you, not within you, but around you. That which does not belong to you, but you understand because you've walked through, because you've healed through it. And you are no longer healing by absorbing. You are healing and taking the burdens from others. You are now given an opportunity to use your own manifestations to enhance your own life. And through this, you will shine so brightly that your fire, your spirituality, your creativity helps others energetically in the same way that you have been able to help yourself, but without you needing to touch their energy. Now, there is this indication that is coming through of you trying to manifest things to help other people, to help yourself, help other people, to be very humanitarian, but this is changing. You're coming to an end of this energy, and this is not to say that you are no longer helping others. This is to say that you are seeing through the pain in others, because as everything is a reflection of yourself, you will notice more healed people around you. You will notice more soothing, calm, less chaotic people around you. You will notice more ease in every area of your life. And with number 12, which is indicative of Pisces, we do have Neptune here, as well as the subconscious mind, your dreams, your connection with spirit, and your ability to download things from different realms. Aquarius 11 is output, right? This is raising your vibration and sending out humanitarianism and friendship. 12 is absorption. This is absorbing, but it's absorbing your subconscious. It's absorbing higher vibrations, and your magnetism is now it is, I want to say, in a controlled fashion. You have some sort of routine that you have implemented that has allowed you to heal yourself, heal your subconscious, and notice that this Ankh is upside down. You have activated yourself to the point where you are only being yourself and allowing yourself to fully express yourself and what is happening in your subconscious. Keeping a dream journal may be significant for you at this time, or just helpful in any way. And you might want to check out different modalities of religion and spirituality, because this might help you to find different ways to navigate the energies that you're working through, or to communicate what you're experiencing with many other people who practice or celebrate different things than you. With Nine of Swords and Mars here, there's an indication of you turning anger and frustration into passion and creativity. Now, Mars is impulsive. It rules anger. It also rules like fetishes. It rules hidden energies that are impulsive and bubble up and boil over. But it also rules passion. It rules impulsivity. It rules your heart being on fire so much that you just can't help but move towards a certain energy. And that is what you're learning here. You're learning how to communicate this now that you've transmuted this Martian energy within you. And you might be feeling a little bit like you might be feeling like an oddball a little bit, but I think that you're standing out of this energy as well, as you begin to recognize that if that exists without you or around you, it's because it exists somewhere within you. And this is where we have the Sun. Wish fulfillment, happy memories, positivity, 19, personal freedom, going towards your true light, and expressing your outward personality to the fullest after you've really understood what that is. It is multifaceted, it is multidimensional, it is highly versatile. But as you start to explode and explore, there's an indication that you are now culminating all these parts of yourself together, and you are unwriting things that did not resonate with you, that have been stamped upon you, and you are burning them off of you, allowing yourself to have that duality almost between the moon with the Hanged Man here and the Sun. This is beautiful, beautiful energy. A lot of fire energy coming out here. And you're communicating this fire. This is fire and air, which is a large, large expansion, which indicates you may have experienced a very large awakening recently. If you, a little bit ago, maybe have experienced Dark Night of the Soul or some sort of shadow work, you've definitely been working on some energies. Oh, and there is not really grounded energy here, and the Green Man is coming out to remind you to retreat in nature. So if you have an opportunity, your spirit guides want you to spend a little bit more time connecting with the earth, because there is a way that you can use your newfound spiritual gifts, psychic abilities, or sense of self to help not only the people, the human beings around you, but actually the wildlife, the earth, the being of Mother Earth, Gaia. So, I'm seeing somebody on their hands and knees with their feet bare, ready to ground into the earth, with their hands on soil, giving Reiki or healing light energy to the earth itself as a collective, who is aware that the trees are all one system, the mushrooms are all one system, the collective is all one system. Humans and plants and animals are all one system, one consciousness. The collective of earth and the collective of source belongs to one collective consciousness. And as you are here, you have the ability to see Earth in a new way. So you're being called to re-explore from this new perspective. Also, the book, Things Not Seen, is coming to mind. So if you've read that or you feel called to read that, check that out, as well as The Alchemist. Those might be great reads for you. Can I please get some flying cards? They're like, no, you shuffled enough. Okay. You've opened your heart to love with Jesus. So this goes back to exploring different religions or spiritualities, different modalities that people use in order to help them find a path towards their own internal light. Jesus is a phenomenal example, and we did get Pisces here. We know Jesus is a Pisces, and he represents spring. We do celebrate Christmas in December, but that is because it was astrologically timed to be that way. And this is just one example of how many different modalities fit together like a puzzle piece when you have awareness of the way that they fit together. It's like each one has its own little puzzle piece, and each one explains the same path but in a different way. You have drink more water. So you're being called to tune into your emotions a bit more, and when you feel that this passion, this ferocity, this inspiration is turning into anger and frustration because both are ruled by fire, you're being called to drink extra water because water puts out fire, particularly with all this air. You're being called to speak about what it is that you are experiencing, what it is that you are passionate about. And here we have clear and shield your energy with El Moria. We have choose peace with Paramahansa Yogananda. We did get Oshun with drink more water, and you have let it go with Kuan Yin. Beautiful. Now we do have the moon falling on top of the sun, which is indicating that you are there. You are balanced in your energy, and this is beautiful. Your guides want to commend you for this. They want to applaud you. And they're also saying that you are doing a great job of leaving situations that don't serve you and coming back to them if you choose with love. Now they're saying not to overflow your cup. Watch where you place your cup so that when it overflows into soil that is fertile. Clear and shield your energy, choose peace, and let it go. You might be feeling called to do extra cleansing work and protective work with your own energy, and there is an indication that if you have a bar of selenite or some tourmaline or some Palo Santo or something like this, you're being called to place it underneath your pillow at night to help to shield, cleanse, and protect your dreams. Because as you tune into your subconscious, and you are not consciously in your astral body, unless you are lucid dreaming specifically and consciously, purposefully, your energy is a bit more permeable. It is a bit more malleable. So make sure that you place crystals, things that will cleanse or protect or both or charge your energy as you are sleeping to help to kind of maintain this balance and alignment that you are so great at balancing throughout the day at night during your subconscious mind. This will make such a difference in your sleep, in your dreams, and the way that you feel throughout the day. So with Choose Peace with Paramahansa Yogananda, you are being called to reapproach certain energies and see them from a higher perspective. Now, you might be noticing things from the past come up, and this will be so that you can see where there is no game to be played. Apart from this, you are being called to look back at your own story and see which ways that you look at the way that you tell your story to yourself or to others, and see if you can flip the perspective, add some optimism, add more gratitude. Also, if you haven't read Autobiography of a Yogi, I highly, highly recommend it. If there was one book that I could distribute to every single human being on the planet, it would be that book. So, check out Paramahansa Yogananda. He is phenomenal and absolutely phenomenal, inspiring. This is an indication that God is within you. He is within all of us. Just as we got Jesus earlier, just as we have El Moria, just as we have Kuan Yin, and Melchizedek, you are seeing the connectivity between all things, and you are noticing that as everything is a reflection of yourself, as is God, which means you can be as big and powerful and strong and abundant and able as you want, and you can be as small and surrendered and relaxed and released as you want. This is the duality between full masculine and full feminine energy, and this is something even to transcend and step out of, because this is a duality. We already live in a third dimension, which includes those two plus consciousness, and our minds exist in the fourth dimension with our spirit in the fifth. So you are already, as you experience your dreams, tapping into at least the fifth or sixth dimension already. So you are being called to really clear and shield your energy. And notice that if you are stepping into higher dimensions, such as the ninth dimension, or even the 19th dimension is coming up. If you are stepping into any other dimension within yourself, recognize the way that these hold mirrors to you. Your experience in these different dimensions hold mirrors to yourself. Choose peace and let go all that does not serve you. Be fearless, be brave. Know that just as you can face something scary, this is only you facing yourself. And treat others the way that you want to be treated, because you are experiencing yourself. Beautiful, beautiful. There's good old JC popping out again, reminding you to open your heart to love. Love it, love it, love it. And nurture yourself with Mother Mary. Now here again, we have this feminine masculine duality here with Mother Mary and Jesus. I don't think that's a coincidence. She's almost reminding me here of who is it? Our Lady of Guadalupe. You might want to look into that. Beautiful, beautiful story. I don't have time to get into it right now, but I do recommend you look into it. You might find some inspiration there. And there is an imprint of everything, everywhere that you look. And your angel spirits and guides are letting you know through this, because I'm seeing when Jesus imprinted his face on the cloth, and how Mary imprinted her face to, I believe it's San Juan, with the Lady of Guadalupe, onto a cloth. So your spirit guides are giving you more signs and synchronicities than, like, they are affecting the physical realm so much. And you're able to pick up on these signs and synchronicities, and don't worry about what they mean, because you already intuitively know. And if you are overthinking or you're second guessing yourself, this is when you need to clear and shield your energy and go back to that balanced state, because there's nothing that should be stressing you out. There's nothing that should not be coming easily. And if there's any energy within you that causes you to feel furious is the word that's coming out, furious or angry or defensive, notice how this is a mirror of yourself, because that is the hardest thing. Seeing things you don't like about yourself is one of the hardest possible things you can experience. If you see something that you absolutely do not like, you do not admire, that in itself is a reflection of yourself. So you're being called to release all of that and see everything from a point of love. See everything from a point of gratitude. And notice that everybody is not at the same place as you. If they were, they would be the same individual that you are. And as we are all individual sparks of the same consciousness, all we can do is chip in a little bit together to add more love, gratitude, and higher vibrational consciousness to the collective as a whole. Whether you are speaking of the collective of human beings, the collective of Gaia, the collective of consciousness pertaining to 12th dimensional source, or higher than that. So, you have Knight of Cups, the Devil, the Six of Swords, Queen of Cups again, and the King of Cups. Ooh, look at this counterpart's energy. I love this. You are so balanced. I'm hearing that it's time for you to give what you receive and time for you to receive what you give. There is an energy of things finally coming into balance within and around you here. Your spirit guides want to let you know right now that things are moving in your direction, and they are coming quite quickly, and they're very proud of the transformations that you have been making. They notice the ways that you have stood up when it was difficult for you to do so, when it would have been easier to stay on the ground. They're noticing times when you did not have the help that you needed, and times when you needed to ask for help and put your ego aside. They are calling attention to the times when you chose peace when you didn't need to, and they're calling attention to the fact that you might have different opinions than those people around you because you have walked through the energy that they have yet to walk through. And they are noticing how all the time you choose love, how you are able to let it go. And this is causing you to be more beautiful on the outside and more calm on the inside. There is beauty and calm on the inside and outside of you. And everything that you do comes from this beautiful, purified heart center of yours. And they really want to just commemorate your beauty, your internal beauty, your external beauty, and you will be feeling better on the inside, and you will be looking better on the outside, because as you balance out all of these areas of life, it will bring all areas of you to the next level, whether this be your things from your physical body to your skincare, to your spirit, to your vibration of your consciousness. All of these different pieces are culminating together because you have been the one to take the steps. Because you did the work when it was difficult, because you worked through this energy, and as others see you manifest what you want and seemingly work through all of these energies with ease, it is not because things come easy to you, it is because you choose love and choose peace every time. It is because you consciously clear and shield your energy, charge it with peace, charge it with love, and let go all that does not serve you any longer. This creates a clear field for you to work with sacred geometry and call in your attraction, call in your manifestations. You might be becoming more attractive at this time, or you might be noticing that people are finding you more attractive at this time. Sure, this can be physically or sensually, but primarily this is energetically, and this will permeate through the outside. You will notice that as you worry less, your forehead will have less wrinkles. The less that you are angry, the less you'll have a furrow in your brow. The more that you open up your heart, the more defined your collarbone will become, and things like this. The more you are able to become flexible in your demeanor, the more your body will become flexible, and things like this. Beauty inside is beauty on the inside permeates outside, but it doesn't always work the other way around. You have cracked this code and you understand the process of energy. And because of this, you are acting as a guide for others just because you continually choose peace and let it go. There's an energy here that there are many around you who have seen or at least heard what it is that you've gone through, and they almost can't believe that you are standing. And I'm hearing, I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're amazed, and you inspire so many other people with the way that you nurture yourself and the way that you continually choose peace. And we do have peace offering coming out again too. The way that you celebrate different cultures that might be coming out too, whether you speak several different languages or you celebrate different cultures, different religions, different spiritualities. The way that you take different pieces of the puzzle that seemingly don't go together, and you weave them together beautifully because everything is one. The way that you see the connectivity between things that do not wish to resonate with each other. You are helping to heal those very particles in the vibration of the collective consciousness that you are working with, by definition. And that is something that inspires other people about you, and your guides want to call attention to the work that you're doing. And you might feel like you're shedding a lot more than other people. You might feel like you're walking through a lot more energies in general than other people. Like you've needed to learn a lot more lessons than other people. And they're saying this is true, but it is because you already knew how to work through these energies. So you had a little bit more to work through. And this is because you already had the tools in your belt when you incarnated. So because it is easy for you to choose peace, to choose love, to let it go, not because it's easy for you to walk through difficulties, but because as you learn to nurture yourself, you realize that this is all that really matters. Because as you nurture yourself, you are nurturing others. And when you nurture others, you nurture yourself. Because there truly is no differentiation between yourself or anyone else. I'd like to pull some advice for you here. And they're saying that it's in these cards that I've already pulled. So let me look at this from an advice perspective from your angel spirits and guides group number 2. They're saying to continue working through your heart space and continue having faith in your abundance. There's something that you are working on that is going to grow. And I'm hearing the song Nicotine by Panic at the Disco. So there might be some messages for you in there. There's an energy of obsessiveness that's coming out, but it doesn't seem to be attached to you. It is something that is either obsessed with you or is watching you very obsessively. So the reason this is coming out as advice is because you're being called to really clear and shield your energy. This is because I'm hearing to tell you that imitation is like the best form of flattery, but the more that you are able to really push this energy out, cleanse it out, and choose peace with love, let it go because it does not serve you, and it will not serve this other energy because they're not you. Like they're not your individual particles of consciousness. Therefore, emulation is not going to do anything but perhaps push you a little bit into this shadow Mars energy, and perhaps them as well. So clear your own energy for your own sake, and it will help recycle the energy of the other entity as well, or at least push them in the right direction. But that should not be your intention. Your intention should be on yourself. I don't know why this is coming up, but if it's coming up, it will be for a reason. So you have number 15 as well, which is a number 6 with a devil. They're saying that you might be tempted to fall off of your daily routine or to have more fun. They actually want you to continue having fun, but make sure that you put your priorities first. There's an indication here of this energy making you want to almost hide in a corner a little bit, but that might be its intention. It might not be. This will be different for all of you, but cleanse this energy out of your system because it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't belong to you. Wherever there's a light, there can be a shadow, unless the light is too big that you don't have access to it because you are the lantern. So with six of swords here, there is an indication here that you have earned your success. There will be success coming towards you because you continue to see through energies, work with them positively, and continue to speak your truth about these things. So your advice is to continue moving forward because you are a lot closer than you think. Apart from this, you are being called to continue staying in the energy of gratitude, and just for today, do not anger, do not worry, be filled with gratitude, devote yourself to your work, and be kind to all. That is your advice. Those are the 5 pillars of Reiki. If you are not into Reiki, you might be interested in looking into it. Also, we do have 12, 13, and 14 coming out here with these tonics. You might be called to literally consume more tonics or herbal teas at this time, as well as maybe putting together little sprays for your house, for yourself, for things like this, like a protection mist, a blessing mist, sanctity, cleansing, things like this. You might want to put together little tonics that might help you, as well as with 12, 13, and 14. there is an indication here that you will be traveling different realms in your lucid dreams. So you are actually being asked right now to either astrally project or ask yourself, if you're dreaming, to stand in that lucid state a little bit, because there are some entities that want to come through, whether these are earthwalkers or angels, because 13 indicates that which is just beyond the veil, typically earthwalkers or things on earth parallel planes, whereas 14 is the dimension of angel spirits, guides, and a higher consciousness. So there are some energies, good and bad, that both are reflections of yourself, so there's nothing to be afraid of, but there are some energies that want to come towards you, and they want to get to know you a little bit. They want to, I'm hearing, give you a hand, and they want to help show you how amazing the path that you've already walked is. They want to show you something from their perspective. So make sure that you keep a dream journal at this time, but also make sure that you spend a little bit of time in meditation, either consciously going into a journeying mode, or taking some time to astrally project, or spending time lucid dreaming. But they don't want this to take away from your normal rest. They're saying you're still going to need your regular rest, so try to schedule this apart from your sleep schedule. If you can, go to bed a little bit earlier, schedule a nap, or just have a little meditation session where you consciously journey, or maybe in your savasana after your yoga practice, however you resonate with these energies. And again, if you need to learn a little bit more about whatever this is that's coming through, you can look at it from many different modalities. As you've seen here, we saw Christianity coming up quite a bit, as well as kind of Zen Buddhism was coming up a little bit, Hinduism was coming up a little bit, Judaism was coming up a little bit. So you might want to check out things like the Book of Enoch, the Watchers. Necronomicon is coming to mind, Tibetan Book of the Dead, and yeah, things like this. So even like Corinthians, perhaps, which I know might seem a little different because they're letters, but it is what's between the lines. And when you put them up against the other stories that say the same thing, just in different ways, it will help you to create that common thread or understand the common thread. And I think that you have a pretty good idea of it here, but they want to show you your own path from the perspective of, from their perspective, from the perspective of somebody else. So, with that being said, group number 2, that was what your spirit guides wanted to say to you. I hope that this helped shed love, light, and clarity on your situation. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. Thank you for being you, and I love you. Namaste. Hello, group 3. Namaste. If you selected the 3rd group or the priorities card with King Solomon, then this is your reading. So, the first thing that is coming to me with this card is that you are finally at a place where you are able to reprioritize something that you have put perhaps on the back burner or have saved for a later date or a better, more in tune energy. Something you are reapproaching because you have finished learning the lessons and walking through the experience that you have needed to get to this point. There is an emphasis on telecommunication, whether this be channeling messages, automatic writing, or using your spiritual gifts in any way, shape, or form. Now, this priorities card is insinuating that there is something that you really wanted to work on, do, or become in the past, that there was some sort of blockage or hesitation here, but this was a divinely guided detour so that you could deeply connect with spirit and yourself, so that you can continue growing and learning, using your time here on earth the most wisely and efficiently as possible. There is also an indication that there were a few lessons that might have been slipped in here while you were figuring out some of the little things within you, crossing your T's, dotting your I's on some particular aspects of your own energy that allowed you to step into this role of ascending a particular energy, maybe one of your chakras, ascending your consciousness as a whole, or perhaps coming to full or fuller awareness of your energy work, or something about yourself in general has opened up. And you now have this space in your life in order to open yourself up to divine love, and reprioritize whatever this was that you were asked to put a pin in for later. Your spirit guides are coming through to let you know that it is later, and that you will absolutely kill it, whatever this is. Now, let's see. Angels, spirits, and guides of group number 3. What message do you have to share with them today? They want you to know that they are proud of you for breaking ties in certain areas, as well as for maintaining ties in other areas. You have perhaps done some work on yourself or taken steps back from people, places, things, and events that no longer serve you. And only those things that are left now are things that help you out. Now, they don't want me to take the 10 of Wands, but they're calling my attention to it for a reason. They're saying that you have not had it the easiest, and perhaps you haven't felt like you've received all the credit that is due you, but this is about to change. There is a reward for past efforts, and perhaps some people from the past who have seen your growth, seen your authenticity, and the purity of your heart that would like to come back around and provide a safety blanket, a support system, a cushion, or just give you some love because they see from a distance that you deserve it. This is a lot of cards, so I will go through them in order, but first I'll pull out the ones I feel called to. So they want me to pull 4. You have the High Priestess with the 9 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Interesting energy. So your intuition has been guiding you to receive all that is within and around you. And as you do this, you recognize that there may have been some energies in your field that needed to process through your system, through your energy body, in order for you to release them and magnetize things that were higher vibrational and more in tune with yourself. This is why you were called to put a pin in whatever this is that was coming up first, that you're being asked to reprioritize now. With the 9 of Swords, you have found a sense of freedom through speaking your truth. You have balanced out some energies that did not belong to you that you've pushed through your own system, and you have recycled any residual pain and despair, difficulty that has been locked within your DNA. It is no longer present, and you are experiencing a sense of newness. With the Knight of Pentacles, this is where you're being asked to take the next step forward. You are already aware of what the next best steps to take are. In fact, you already have a perfected routine and the ability, knowledge, and abundance to create this to the fullness of its fruition. The reason, however, that you are being called to not procrastinate, but put this energy aside for now, was so that you could really process the energies that did not belong to you or did not serve you, so that you could put only pure, new, clean, purified energy into whatever this is. And you have way more than you need in order to succeed at this task. Now, while you might start taking slow and steady steps, the amount of work and friction that you've been pushing against in order to get into this place, this Knight of Pentacles situation, it is like pulling back a slingshot and letting go. The amount of inertia that you're picking up with the Chariot here is indicating that you are going to severely succeed because this friction will be removed and you'll be putting the same amount of effort in. And your daily routine will be easier, your sleep will be better, you will have more time for fun, for play, your inner child will feel happy and fulfilled, and you will have the time and space in your life to re-add this priority to your life, to your day-to-day routine, your schedule, and at the same time have extra space for you, for your regular daily tasks, and for nourishing yourself and your loved ones accordingly. With the Chariot, which is ruled by Cancer energy, we do have an indication that you are highly intuitive. This may have been a particular situation where you were called to put a pause to something intuitively before you really understood why. Maybe you were picking up on it intuitively, energetically, but tactically you needed to walk through the energy, experience the lesson, go through perhaps some sort of recycling, dark night of the soul, shadow work, or just one of the lulls in the roller coaster of the human experience. And with this the chariot, I'm really hearing that this is what will allow you in the future to put the cherry on top of whatever this is. Because the energy that you're putting into this is out of love and gratitude to be present in the situation. There is no more energy of despair, survivalism, or desperation within your energy, which is beautiful to see. So, you are now being called to reapproach the situation with space, with love, with gratitude, because it is what you choose to do, and because you have walked through every single step more than once that you need in order to succeed at this goal. Now, you have enough experience, you have enough abundance and resources, you know how to speak your mind, you've learned the lessons, and your intuition is pointing the way. So, angel spirits and guides of group number 3, what do you want to draw attention to now with the chariot? Now, you are going to have people, perhaps connections, friendships, family. You're going to have people enter your life in an abundant fashion. And these will be people that add, I'm hearing luxury to your life. They will add something to your life. They will add comfort and intuition and abundance, fertility to your life, instead of taking away from it. Placing yourself around these people that will come towards you are going to allow you to break past any shell that you have created around yourself, as well as allow you to feel more comfortable both within your home and outside of your home. There's an indication of comfortability, groundedness, root chakra energy, but also this watery, beautiful energy. There's a sense of release and relief coming through the sacral and root chakras here that has come from working through all of the higher chakras, your feminine energy, always moving through the heart when things are difficult, learning to speak your truth through good and bad times authentically, drawing this down through your heart using gratitude to create a sense of self, knowing that you can push through any friction that is your way, that comes your way, because you are able to stand in the truth of yourself. You are able to be confident in yourself, unapologetically, with no shame, in a sense that you deserve to slow down, feel pleasure, enjoy your life, create through your emotions, and from this, you feel comfortable. You feel safe and secure, and you have more abundance than you need around you, which has been stockpiling while you were working through all of this difficult energy, almost behind the scenes, simultaneously right in front of your face. So, the chariot coming in is the moment of releasing the slingshot and allowing that inertia to pick up speed, watching this velocity just zoom, and to see you finally soar. You've been flapping your wings for a long time, and now you've caught wind, and you will allow the wind to carry you. You've done a lot of healing, and this pertains to all of the areas of your life, but primarily your physical abundance, your home life, perhaps relationships with your parents, as well as speaking your truth about what makes you feel free, what you are passionate about, and the way that your thought process is unique and individualized to you. Because of this, these are exactly the skills that you are going to need to lean into as you reprioritize and add this thing, this project, this relationship, this opportunity, this idea into your day-to-day life. You now have you've created the web that you need, and you are now at this spot where you may add this stitch, and it will fit perfectly and synchronistically. I can see that your high intuition led you to believe, or led you to see this ahead of time, so that you were able to prepare yourself for it and know what you are preparing yourself for. So this is beautiful. This is great news. And I'm getting that was a sense of hope, almost an anchor for you, while your root chakra was feeling a bit adrift. Please, angel spirits and guides of group number 3, there we go, with Lakshmi, flow of prosperity. Beautiful, beautiful. What else would you like to talk to group number 3 about? You are seeing the situation accurately with Horus. We love this. Horus is a reminder that you are protected and you are large and in charge. Lakshmi is abundance, prosperity, beauty. Ooh, twin flame with Angus, and persistence with Lug. Now, for some reason, the druid energy of Angus was really standing out to me, apart from these other entities. Now, Lug is also is a druid figure. This card represents strength and also the magician. But Lakshmi is Hindu, Horus Egyptian, Angus is druid, and Lug is also druid as well. But there's an energy here of this Angus that is really standing out with the swan. Now, there is some sort of beauty, prosperity, and infinite flow that you are creating. You have removed your own obstacles from your life, and you might be seeing 18108 or 9 a lot lately. Or look out for this, for the energy that you are stepping into being right in front of your face. With you are seeing the situation accurately, I'm getting that your intuition never led you astray. With the we have double E's and double C's here, which are 55 and 33, which indicate, first of all, a 10 and a 9, which means that you have done a great job at releasing things. You are able to see through the veil, past the curtain, see what was going on behind the scenes simultaneously while it was going on, and you were able to use your intuition to hold on to your faith and really ground this energy. These physical changes are happening around you now that they've happened within you, and you're being called to create something now that you have mastered the energy here. You're going to come out on top, and there is this energy of you now living slow and steady through your own action and energy, which will allow the energy around you to speed up and alchemize. With twin flame here, this does indicate, again with connections coming up that are a support system for you, this does indicate that there is some sort of divine connection that you will be stepping into quite soon. This might be a person that offers you a job, a connection in work, a romantic partner, a new best friend, or even a special spirit guide that comes through just to help take some weight off your shoulders and bring a little bit more lighthearted energy into your life. There is a perfect culmination of energy that's going on here, and you have earth, air, water, and fire. You are perfectly balanced at this time, and this is the perfect time for you to allow this energy to come back into your life, to weave it in perfectly, and you will be getting support in a way that you and your life are perfectly structured, perfectly balanced, and by adding this connection into your life, it will do nothing but add abundance to it. It will just add to your life. It will not take away from anything. You will not need to reprioritize, make room, make space. You've already done this, and you did it with yourself in mind. So now, just as a lotus blooms through the mud, you have done so. You experienced the mud, and you were able to intuitively see the lotus you are blossoming into. And because of this, you are getting that little pollination bee. I don't know if bees pollinate lotuses, but you are now able to utilize that full bloom of your energy. And that particular beautiful moment is a highlight in your life. It's something that your angels and spirits and guides have been watching and waiting for quite a long time, and they're watching you step into this, and they're saying you give 1,000 out of 10 effort in everything that you do, and they see your willingness to create, they see your creativity, they see the way that you've dealt with energies of your past, following your intuition, speaking your truth, always having faith, and having strength and persistence to always step forward. Your brain is very sharp is another message that's coming through here. And on top of this, you are going to be adorned in some way, shape, or form, whether this is your spirit guides giving you a little gift. I'm hearing yes. Your spirit guides are going to be giving you a little gift, but those around you might be showing their appreciation for you in little ways too. Start expecting to receive small little things as offerings from people that are or wish to be in your life currently, as well as your spirit guides. There are going to be changes around your life and around the way that you are seen, around your status in some way, because you have moved through faith and been authentic when it was difficult to do so. And that allowed growth recycled any energy that needed to become processed as you set this energy aside, and now you only have purity to dump or adorn this project, opportunity, or situation with. And the priorities card to me kind of weighed around here with the Knight of Pentacles, which is also where the Twin Flame card ended up. So whatever is coming into your life, whatever project you wanted to work on, whatever opportunity this is that you saw coming, or whatever this relates to for you in your situation, Group 3, this is something that was always meant for you and something you've likely been intuitively picking up on for a long time. There are signs and synchronicities around you that are so abundant. There are so many. There's such a plethora of signs and synchronicities that you might even be having a hard time not keeping up with them all, but researching them all, because you are able to pick up now on all of the signs and synchronicities they've been showing to you, and you're starting to open your eyes and realize how many there really, really were. And as you do this, you might be needing more time to listen to all those songs or read all those books or do that yoga asana or go journey meditation to that particular place. But you are starting to recognize that the more you slow down and stand in your own energy, and the more clear and cleansed and authentic and pure your own energy is, the more you're able to fall into flow. And your intuition has been so on point this entire time. Your angels, spirits, and guides really, really, really want to commend you. Okay, well, when I said commemorate, I started hearing that song, I Will Remember You. So, first, they really want to commend you on how sharp your intuition is, how accurate you are. It's beautiful and phenomenal. There are things that you have said that strung chords with others that you aren't even aware of, and you might start picking up on it now, which might have to do with some of these energies returning with little gifts of adoration. Now, the other thing is there will be either spirit guides that are very close to you, passed on loved ones who have perhaps passed over and wish to spend some time with you, or people from your past who you haven't connected with in a while that would like to come your way and just spend some time in your energy, because it is beautiful and it is amazing. And since you have recycled out this energy, only things that serve your highest interest will be in your energy, and it will be mutually healing, beneficial, and abundant, which is beautiful. I love to see this. There is not a single energy that needs to be balanced here. Your spirit guides are so proud of you, and they really want you to know that they see the things that others don't. They see the things that you see that were once driving you crazy, because perhaps you were the only one seeing them, or so you thought. When you didn't get confirmation, and you were aware in your intuition, you knew Page of Coins. You knew that if you followed your intuition and took the steps anyway, you would get to where you were drawn, even though all of the realm was pointing otherwise. You instead went within, and you healed and alchemized that energy. You saw the situation accurately. You've had faith in your prosperity. You perhaps prayed or manifested. From Page of Coins to King of Coins, this is a large leap. And here is the Knight here. It's like you stood in your power, and now you are going to have an opportunity to pull it back a little bit, the amount of effort that you put into things. Because, as I said earlier, the slingshot has been released, and now you will soar. You have finished flapping your wings, and now you have caught a gust of wind. You have justice. Things are balancing out, and they are turning in your favor with all of these orange cards and the heart here. This is an indication that your heart is lighter than a feather, and you're going to be able to experience things that are pleasurable, joyful, amazing, fun, creative, and heart-fulfilling, finally. And the sun, oh my gosh, coming on top of the persistence card with Lug. Now Lug in my Druid deck is the Magician, and persistence here with his little lion mane is indicative of strength. To have this with the sun, there is Leo energy. This is saying there are going to be eyes on you. We have 4 and 5. You are transiting from your home, your comfort zone, and standing in your power, allowing your inner child to come forth, having some more play, more main character energy, more romance, more spark, more fun in your life. And on top of this, it's going to create more personal freedom and space and abundance for you to stand confidently in your power and take little impulsive actions. Do whatever it is that you want to do when you want to do it, because you've created that freedom. There is also an indication of travel being available to you in the near future. Now for your advice. Okay. They wanted me to go this way for another message, and then they said if I was taking advice, I'll pull from the bottom. So what I'm going to do is pull these 3 for your message and these 3 for advice. Okay. So for your message, you have the World, the 10 of Rods, and the 3 of Cups, and the song Put Down What You Are Carrying by Trevor Hall just came through my mind. So you have the opportunity now to never pick up another burden. You have released your burdens, and there's no need to pick them back up. You are at the point where you can continue electrifying, alchemizing, and utilizing your energy for good, for purification, and put this energy towards whatever this is you are picking back up. And this is going to be a very pivotal moment in your life. You might see it now, you might not. And if you do, you might not be aware of the full extent of the change that this will have on your life. This will be an opportunity for you to cross your T's and dot your I's, and they really want you to put the little extra details. I'm hearing the devil is in the details in whatever this is, whether this is a relationship, a job opportunity, a project, a friendship, or all of the above, whatever area of life that this resonated with for you. There is an energy of you already know what to do, and you've done it before. So you just need to follow your intuition, and anything that was in your way, any friction that was making you need to press a little harder, it is just going to make you feel like you are speeding down the Autobahn energetically and through this situation. You're going to have so much fun and intuitive awareness of what to do. It's almost like you will be on autopilot and simultaneously doing things in the most thorough, tactical, and fulfilling, abundant way possible, all while being on autopilot and putting in less energy, which will allow you to cross your T's, dot your I's, and put that little cherry on top. Now, there's another indication of community coming in with love, bliss, and joy. You've closed a cycle that was burdening you in the past and keeping you from your full sense of self. But now you've stood in this, and it will never diminish again. As long as you continue on your own path, you are going to continue seeing the situation accurately, falling right into the right place at the right time. And there is a little bit of a mystery, something that you are moving towards that is like a little bonus gift. You are preparing the way, you are able to see the end result, and you have backtracked to see which steps you should take in order to get there, through manifestation, through rational thinking. At the same time, there is another surprise, something that you are stepping into, falling into, where you will end up at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, but it is not something that you had planned for. And your angel spirits and guides are coming through to give you a little sneak peek, a little bit of a hint, just so that you know that there's more to expect than what you're expecting. But to expect everything that you want and expect it to turn out even better than you imagined. Now, for your advice, I'd like me to move these over so that they're in the middle. Your angel spirits and guides want to call attention to, interesting, the 7 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the 5 of Cups. They're saying that, for advice, they're saying to put yourself first, put God first, put what you know to be true and authentic to yourself first. Now, the 7 of Swords can indicate deception, but in this case, it is indicating somebody who has fought a battle, and now they are picking up all of the weapons of those that they fought against because they have already won, and then they sneak away into the night. There's an indication that you are leaving things behind with 5 of Cups here, but you're leaving things behind in a stronger, more understanding energy with more tools in your tool belt than you've ever had before. Things are going to be a lot easier, and you have the opportunity to put down these burdens and use a plethora of tools in your tool belt. You won't even need to use all of them, and if you do, even better. Something is going to flow very, very easily for you, and you're going to be able to see through every situation even more than you have before. Now, Knight of Cups, this is another little inkling at what is coming next towards you. You have Fertility Tonic with number 12, This is an indication, first of all, that there is something that is coming pretty quickly within the next few days. Now, you might not necessarily see this coming, but there is such fertile soil energetically within and around you right now that something is drawn to you magnetically. You have faith in this, whatever this is. You will have something that is very trustworthy, faithful, and honorable coming your way. Whether this is a collaboration, a love offer, a friendship, a job opportunity, a connection, an opportunity to travel is coming up as well. Something like this is something that you can have total faith in and know that you will have a little bit more fun and lighthearted energy. Something silly is coming through as well. With number 12, this is something that you have dreamt about, perhaps literally, or something that you maybe wanted to do when you were little or a while ago that you haven't had a chance to reapproach. Now you are reapproaching energies that you needed to put aside or thought that you wouldn't get to. And these things are falling in your lap and moving faster than you thought. Speaking of moving, with the Five of Cups, we have morphine and cyanide and Fitzpatrick. Now, Irish dancing is coming to my mind. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it does not. That might only be for a few of you. But with morphine and cyanide, there's an indication that you are releasing pain and you have put to bed anything that no longer serves you, any habits that don't serve you. I'm noticing that there is a pelvis here. So as you are focusing on these lower two chakras and you are releasing them, finding comfort and pleasure and safety and security through your life, your brain is starting to come at ease. You're releasing anxiety, depression, and these things will never reapproach you again. This is the final release and the final right turn, full 90 degrees that you've needed to make in order to release these energies permanently from your life. And your angel spirits and guides want to urge you to continue down this path because you have done a phenomenal job. And they've seen where you've been. They saw your lows that no one else saw. They felt your pain that no one else could feel. And now they see you stepping out of this hole, standing in the light and walking away. And they're saying that there is nothing left to release. There is only, except for things that are overflowing from your heart. And that is such a beautiful, amazing energy. Ending the note on a 5 here, right next to this, the sun and Leo energy here with persistence and strength. Beautiful, beautiful. Your inner child is among your spirit guides right now, and they're coming through to say that they are proud of you. They are so happy to see that you have come to the point where you have. They always knew you would. They're so excited for you, and you are stepping into the chapter of life right now that they have always waited for, and they are so excited, and they are tapping their feet and clapping their hands and jumping up and down. So excited. There is something about your inner child that is screaming for joy. And now I'm hearing that song that is also a psalm. Shout for joy to the Lord of the earth. So worship the Lord with gladness. Something. So shout for joy is coming through, so that could be significant as well. As well as perhaps the flute. I don't know. I used to play that song at my church, like on the flute. So maybe any of that is significant for you as a sign. If not, that's cool too. But your inner child is shouting for joy. They're tapping their feet. They're so excited. There is something that you are literally stepping into right now that they want to just rip the blanket off whatever is being covered. They want to rip the veil off and just push you through. And it's like it's your inner child that's releasing the band on the slingshot. Oh my gosh, I almost said Slipknot, you guys. That's so silly. It's like releasing the band. And now you just get to enjoy the ride, right? Like, I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Oh, I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all I have for you, group number 3. Your inner child is so excited, and they want you to spend some time tapping in with them. They want you to play with them. Play like you would when you were a child. And also as you would now. Let yourself rediscover what that means and discover again who you are. And they're saying don't ever put as much pressure on yourself again as you have recently. And yes, you needed that energy, but now you know how strong you are and you will never experience that friction again. So now you just get to be a powerhouse, a beautiful, amazing, strong, playful, creative, luxurious, romantic, amazing, gorgeous being that you are. So soak it in, soak up the sun, love it, love you. I hope that this helps shed love, light, and clarity on your situation, group 3. I love you so, so much, and I hope that this helped shed, I just said that. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful, amazing, mysterious realm. Namaste.